The principle of controlling mental pain. Mental pain is not made by other people, but by yourself. Therefore, you can control it. Save your friends. Save your family. From the mental pain, deliver this easy principle to your friend and your family. Knowing who created the thought can take away mental pain. Theme: Principles to control mental pain. Lecture notes. Today's theme is about principles that control mental pain. How to control the mind. The principle of controlling mental pain is to set an object that causes mental suffering in the mind and to prevent it from acting. Starting from now, I'll show you how to check that object and adjust it. Mental pain begins with a thought that appears in the mind. So, you need to know what thoughts are causing your mental suffering. To know this, we need to know who created the thought and how it appears. Question: Who made all the thoughts that appeared in your mind? Did you make it? Or did something else make it? I will explain this to you. How did you get where you are? Did you use the memories, knowledge, and experiences to reach this stage? Is this your intention? Is this a thought of your own? Yes, that is what you made. It was your own making. This is called own thoughts. Now, do not think about anything else. Do not think about your own intentions. Wait. Did any thoughts suddenly come up? Is that what you intended to see? Or did it suddenly appear? You had an unintended thought. Was that correct? When you sleep at night, you dream. This is not what you intend to do, but what you see. You did not intend to have the thought, but suddenly you felt some thoughts appeared. Look. There are two objects in the mind that make the thoughts. One is the thought made by oneself. The other is a sudden thought that you do not intend to make. Even though you did not choose to think about this, your thoughts will subconsciously appear. If so, who made those thoughts? This is because your brain works autonomously. This is called brain thought. In this way, there are two things that make your thoughts. One is created by oneself, and the other is created by the activities of the autonomous parts of the brain. This is a lecture to control bad thoughts and make you comfortable. To get a peaceful mind, you can get rid of all the bad thoughts that cause pain. Every thought that is bothering you suddenly comes to mind. The thought that comes to mind suddenly is made by the autonomous part of the brain. If you can control the brain's thoughts, you can control painful thoughts. To do that, you need to know what kind of thoughts are created by the autonomous part of your brain. Through observing the brain's thoughts, you can feel the emotions of happiness, anger, sadness, joy. These feelings are not appearing through your own thoughts. If you intend to try to feel it, you can't feel it. The emotion appears only in brain thoughts. The brain thought creates two types of thoughts. One is of good to the body, like a pleasant and comfortable thought, and the other is one that harms the body, like an angry and sad thought. We will classify the beneficial to body thoughts as brain 1, and the harmful to body thoughts as brain 2. This brain 2 is an object that creates mental pain. Therefore, in order to relax the mind, it is necessary to cut off the energy of brain 2. Every thought disappears when energy is blocked. To control brain 2's thinking process, you need to know how brain 2 appears in your mind. This is how you observe. When thoughts such as hateful faces, bad memories, disliked images, troubles, anxieties, worrying things appear. You can notice that brain 2 starts to have activity. And a little later, you will start to fall into bad feelings, such as anger, hate, anxiety, depression, regret, stress, and feeling suicidal. If such bad feelings appear, you can notice that brain 2 is starting to hurt you. It makes mental pain serious. In order to reduce mental suffering, it is necessary to eliminate these thoughts. You can reduce the energy of these thoughts, and eliminate mental pain. The way to do it is to acknowledge brain 2 as a human being living in your body, and to have a conversation. You need to talk to brain 2. By persuading brain 2 not to generate bad thoughts and to reduce emotions, you can reduce the energy of bad thoughts. All functions of the autonomous parts of the brain are the same as oneself. Brain 2 can conversate, understand, and act. Therefore, you can prevent yourself from having a bad feeling by talking to your brain 2. Here is how you do it. If brain 2 tries to make a bad thought, by recalling a bad image or memory, that is creating bad emotions. You have to immediately reject it, and counterattack to prevent it, with the right reasons. When brain 2 generate all sorts of evil thoughts, and tries to make the emotions of anger, anxiety, headache, stress, mental pain, you can persuade it to stop thinking by the right reason, or you may order brain 2 to do so, stop making bad images. This can reduce and eliminate the bad energies supplied to brain 2's activity. Every thought requires energy. Reduced energy means less pain, and when energy supply is completely cut off, the mental pain is completely gone. This is the principle of eliminating mental suffering. Simply use the principles. Brain thoughts, suddenly a thought emerges. Activity of brain 2, bad image appears. Mental pain begins, bad feelings appear. Start adjusting, brain 2, stop it. Persuade by conversation, brain 2, if you are making such a bad thought, it will be painful to me. Stop it. Mental pain weakens, bad feelings weaken. Mental pain disappears, bad emotions disappear. To make it easier, every time when you have a bad thought, you can notice that brain 2 is trying to make the mental pain. You can order it to stop, stop it now. If you recognize the activity of the brain 2, and you can stop it, your mind will be comfortable, happy, and more pleasurable. It is very easy to do so. The most important thing is to acknowledge that oneself, and the autonomous part of the brain create all sorts of thoughts. These are called own thoughts and brain thoughts. We should classify the brain thoughts. Brain 1 that makes the thoughts that are of good to the body. Brain 2 that makes the thought of harming the body. This brain 2 should be defined as the part that creates mental pain. Therefore, if brain 2 energy is reduced and blocked, the mental pain is reduced and disappear. If you are suffering from serious mental pain, please send a summary of your condition by email, and then I can advise you on how to remove it. With this simple principle, I hope you recover from mental pain as soon as possible. If you want to know more about this principle, please contact me at fkim8888@gmail.com. Mr. Pilhayo and Kim from the Republic of Korea. Remark: all content and principles of this article are freely available without permission from the publisher or the author, and can be translated into their own language.